So, Governor, swapping hostages for felons is a success for this president. He says it's the product of good diplomacy. What do you say?
It sets a horrible precedent to encourage others to do the same thing. These were hostages. They didn't violate any law, and to get released is a joyous moment for their families, for sure, and we should celebrate that. But it sets a horrible precedent. And along with it, there's $1.7 billion of monies that from the U.S. Treasury that go to Iran for disputes that took place in the 1970s. There was the release of others that are participating in destabilizing the region. This agreement was a disaster because it only focused on one element of Iran's ambitions, and legitimizing their ambitions as it relates to becoming a nuclear threshold country was bad enough, but now giving them $100+ billion to carry out what they've always wanted to do, which is become the largest sponsor of terrorism in the world. This will empower them and strengthen them. They're not our friend, and mullahs don't go quietly into the night.
No, they don't go quietly in the night. They're not our friend. But if one thing is certain, it's that this White House wants to cement this deal in place before they leave.
Yep.
So if you become president, how would you deal with Iran? Because you would inherit this deal.
You'd have to look at across-the-board reimposition of sanctions and tell our European friends particularly, it's us or them.
But will that be possible given that you have so many European businesses that are flooding into Iran right now? There's a new constituency, a new pro-Iran lobby that's being created by this deal.
I still think it's possible because if you're a large German telecom company and you're choosing between the United States market and the Iranian market, where you have to partner with the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, where there is no rule of law, respect for capitalism as we know it and as they know it, I think they'll make the right choice. But we have to re-engage immediately. On the first day, one of the things I think would be important to do is to reestablish our relationship with Israel. I would say on the first day I'd announce that we're moving our embassy to Jerusalem.
Well, look,